Hello, how you doing today? I hope this video finds you well. So stress and your heart. Can stress and unresolved trauma and things like that, can they cause cardiac problems? Can they cause heart attacks? Yeah, they can. Stress is bad for the body in general, and it can be especially bad for the heart, the old ticker. See, we look at the heart mechanically as a pump. It's more of a vortex, but that's a subject for another video. Where mechanically, medically, we look at the heart as this pump that sort of shunts blood around the body, and it's stimulated by these electrical impulses that cause it to beat within a rhythm to move the blood and nutrients around your body. A heart attack is caused when one of the arteries that feed the heart gets blocked, causing the death of the cells beneath it, causing a section of the heart to essentially be cut off from oxygen and nutrients and therefore kind of die. That's a heart attack. Other cardiac conditions are caused by electrical impulse imbalances, electrolyte imbalances, so the heart functions by sort of flicking between sodium and potassium pump, it kind of like each time it beats, the cells are polarizing and depolarizing, and it's our electrolyte balance that deals with that. So, you know, there are lots of medical things that can go wrong with the heart for sure, but can stress and can anxiety and worry and negative emotions and unresolved trauma affect the heart? Absolutely. The heart has neurons in it, just like your brain does. So your heart is another brain in essence. It's the feeling center. We know this to be true. We say things are heartfelt. We say we had a broken heart. We say our heart knows, you know, we follow our heart's desire. If we're lucky in this life, we get to follow our heart's desire. There's a lot of truth in this idea that our emotions can directly affect our heart, and it's so underappreciated in medicine. You know, we ask people, oh, were you stressed? Do you have stress? But very rarely are people given techniques that actually address that stress. We're told to stop smoking. We're told to stop eating fatty foods. We're told to stop drinking so much. But very often these habits are the very things we rely on to relieve our stress. So we're doing things that are bad for our heart because we're stressed, and the stress itself is damaging our heart, which causes us to, and now we're stressed about our heart, and on and on and on and on. You see how the cycle works. So if you can deal with the stress directly, learn to relax, learn to get yourself out of fight or flight into rest and digest, into the parasympathetic nervous system, it's going to be very beneficial for your heart. If you have had a cardiac event and you're looking to let go of those habits that you formerly relied on to control your stress or relieve stress, smoking, drinking, overeating, all of those things we can look to address as well. They're very important that you do so. And finally, unresolved trauma. Traumatic events that happen to us when we're young or any time, you know, they can get encapsulated into our body. Our body sort of captures that trauma and holds on to it. And that can be extremely detrimental for your health long term if it's not dealt with. So if you do have unresolved trauma, that can have a detrimental effect on your health as a whole, and especially on your heart. So yeah, I can help you with all of those things. Do get in touch if you would like to learn more.